Welcome out, Army fans. This is Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com, along with Army defensive lineman Trey Sofia. Trey, how'd the scrimmage go today?
It went good. Pads were popping. It was our first scrimmage in a couple weeks because of spring break. We had a little break from that. So our last scrimmage before the spring game coming up this Friday. So a lot of work to do, but we got one more week to refine it all before the last show.
Yep. And I spoke with Coach Woody a couple weeks ago. And after you played some at the dog backer last year, he made the decision to put you down in a 3-point stance this year as one of the DEs. How has that transition gone for you so far this spring?
I mean, it's been smooth. I played D end all through high school, and I was recruited here as a D end. Played it at the prep school my freshman and sophomore year here, and then so dog was really new to me. That was really the hard transition for me. But just coming back to D end, picking up the little fundamentals again. It's like riding a bike. So I mean, this is a little
Good.
kind of rough at first, but I mean, it's coming along. It's been good.
Good. And with that change in position, have they asked you to put on any additional weight, or what does that look like in terms of your physical stature right now?
Yeah, definitely had to gain some weight. Coming off of Christmas break, I was lighter playing dog, obviously, and put on about 20 pounds when I came back from Christmas break, and lost a little bit. It's just the nature of being in spring ball, off-season
Yeah.
conditioning. But once the summer comes around, definitely looking into putting some more on before we hit fall camp.
Good. Well, Christmas break can always help with weight gain, especially if your
Yeah.
mom's a good cook. So
Yeah.
that's a positive. May not be the kind of weight you want, but it is good weight gain there.
Yes, sir.
So, Trey, what would you say? Talk a little bit about the defensive line as a unit, what you guys look like this year. I know, one of the advantages of spring practice is a lot of the young players get a lot of reps. Talk about what you've seen with your fellow defensive linemen and the maturation of that unit and Coach Woody's defense.
Spring ball has been awesome because we got a really strong senior core. Me, Kyle Lewis, Andre Miller, we've been together since prep, so we're really close. Those are really talented guys and really great leaders as well. So it's good to have them at the top of the room. And then also Cody Winokur as well. He's a great leader to have at the top. But I mean, you mentioned the younger guys. Giving some of them a chance to really ball out, refine their little fundamentals as we've gone through the spring. It's been really good.
Great. And you mentioned Andre Miller. A lot of us witnessed his kind of scary injury against Syracuse last year. It was great that he came back. How's he doing in spring ball?
I mean, like you said, it was good that he came back. He's had a really great spring. Andre's a great player, and it's been awesome to just see the development he's had coming in as a kid, me and him, and now going into our senior year, he's going to be a beast this year. I'm really excited.
Great. And with the spring game coming up next Friday, the black and gold game, what are you looking forward to in that game?
I mean, every year with the spring game, it's really awesome just seeing, from practice 1 to, I guess, practice 15 with the spring game, how everything just comes together. It's always a little rusty at first, but, we always get to put on a show. Everyone's competing, and it's always a fun game. So I'm really excited.
Good. And with the transition on the offensive side of the ball for Army back to more of an under center traditional triple. Obviously, you're seeing a lot of that in spring practice, at least in the ones versus ones, probably. So, you guys were outstanding defending Air Force and Navy last year. Does getting these extra reps against the offense even help you anticipate a little bit that much more for the Commander-in-Chief's games? I know that's like 8 months away, but never too early to start talking about it.
I mean, it definitely helps a lot. Last year, going against a different offensive look, maybe it'd been a little rusty hopping into, Air Force, Navy weeks, but we'd always run a little triple option, get us prepared so that we'd never lose that edge going against that offense. But every single day when we're going against the offense and the interaction periods, it definitely helps a lot to see that more often. And I think we'll see it come together a lot earlier than we did last year.
Good stuff. And Trey, for you personally, what is the number one thing you want to improve on between now and the opener against Lehigh in August?
Before the opener, honestly, for me, like I said, moving back to D-line, I just want to improve the little fundamentals, with my hands, getting a good stance, just being more consistent. That's been a big thing that Coach Cronin's been harping on with me as I've been picking it back up. So I'd say that's definitely the biggest thing for sure.
Great. And being that you're a rising firstie, gonna ask you kind of a just fun get to know you question for the audience. First of all, what is your academic major? And secondly, do you have a branch preference for next year?
So my major, I'm in the Soc department and with political science, focusing on American politics. So really getting into the final stretch for those courses. It's been awesome. And my top branch preference right now is field artillery. I got really passionate about that these past couple summers. And so hopefully I can get that. I'm about to start the branch interview process, and I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for your time today, Trey. And best of success to you the last week of spring practice here and in the black gold game next week.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too.